What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to episode 66 of I know. 66 Sunday Sessions with the Rich podcast. Of course, I'm your host. On today's episode, I have with me the one and only Jasmine. She's a Jushin artist. She makes some amazing what's that called? Smoking bowls. I don't even consider them ashtrays. That is like some dope ass fucking art. Jasmine, welcome to the show part 2, because last time we ain't do this right.
Appreciate it, Rich. Good to be back. Yo, 66. I love that it's a kind of low-key and angel number. So that's excited already.
It is. Guys, hit that young subscribe button, like, comment. Let me know how you feel. And if you like the show and if you want to be on, hit me up. As you can see, I'm rolling as we speak because it's a late night session. And I just worked out and my muscles are sore and this is my medicine. Jasmine, for those who don't know about you, tell us what you got going on.
Man, where do I start? So I'm a resin artist. I'm trying to be a full-time artist. That is my goal right now. I also
already done,
yes. I also do guided meditations. So I host guided meditations. Got a group on Twitter too. If anyone's ever interested in joining a meditation group too, please let me know. My Twitter is at Jasmine herself. We have an amazing dude. Like I literally met my soul family through that.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. And what else I got? And I recently quit my 9-to-5 as a.
You talking about all of that?
Yeah. And I think that was what I think last time when we
were on a verge, but you didn't cross over yet. Everything comes full circle.
Damn.
You was just talking about it.
Yo, and now I'm like living the life. Yo, it's been such a wild ride. It's 9-to-5 life.
Let's backtrack. So me and you had a whole episode and it didn't record. And guys, I was pissed and sad because that was an amazing episode, but it wasn't meant to be dropped. So then me and Jasmine said, fuck it. Let's just do this again. And this time I don't give a fuck. It's being dropped.
Yeah. Recorded. Yeah. Everything happens for a reason. So clearly whatever we talked about before wasn't meant to see the day of light, but we got this unlocked this time.
Yo, so I had posted my episode Sunday with Pyramid and I got censored. First time.
That is so ridiculous.
First time, because he had mentioned it to me on Twitter earlier, and so I'm like, fuck, I've never been censored before. I literally talk about the same shit, so now I got to be careful about how I'm phrasing shit on YouTube, because apparently there's watchers. Big Brother is watching, and they don't like when you calling out different shit.
And it's crazy. Like you hear about censorship, but when it happens to you, like honestly, it's almost like an invasion.
It is an invasion.
Like what? Don't we have like freedom of speech? Or does that only apply in America? It's like YouTube, like its own country, and they get to make their own laws and policies.
Shit, apparently not, because all we talked about. Damn, I can't even say that. How do I phrase this now?
That's crazy.
Some people. How do you phrase this without being censored? Basically, guys, go to my Apple and Spotify podcast on there. The first 10 minutes will literally let you know why me and Pyramid was censored. So I got to kind of think about how to phrase shit now, but listen to the first 10 minutes of episode 65 on Apple and Spotify. You'll see why.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out right after this. Like, I have to hear what was so controversial that YouTube was like, nah.
I'm so pissed. So now, with that, I was pissed. So I said, you know what? Maybe this contrast was meant for me to transition to also add another platform, which is gonna be TikTok, and I can do the exact same shit, but do it in a much sneakier way and reach more people. So I'm grateful for the contrast.
And bro, yo, there's something about TikTok. The views on that app are so crazy. Like, I don't use it personally, but like I have friends that are obsessed with it. I'm like, dude, one of my friends reached 1 million views on her videos.
That's like fucking wild.
It's crazy.
It's just because it's like one of those casino wheels. It's just a constant instant gratification, especially if you get lost in cat TikTok. I get lost in cat TikTok for a damn hour straight.
It's a cat TikTok.
It's so fucking cute.
Yeah, you're gonna reach way more people on TikTok for real.
That's why I'm just like, you know what? We go surrender. I still have a platform, and I'm just gonna figure out new ways to work around it. So you can't stop the awakening.
You know, I think that's why, like, I realize some people speak in codes, or like they'll be like, you know what I'm talking about. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I think it's because of that. Like,
now I know what you're talking about. Now I
yeah.
know. But it's so weird because I know I was looking at, I think the prime member. Can I even say that? Fuck.
This is nuts. Wow, you really have to choose your words. That's nah.
Fuck. So different leaders, because I feel like I can probably say that because there's a bunch of leaders in the world in different countries are saying about a vaccine passport where, wait, can I even say that? Where you have to show proof that you was, got the little, thing. And I'm like, that's so wild. But they called, damn, can I even say that? They called this like 2 years ago, exactly what's going down. And now it's happening in real time.
Oh my God. Damn, I gotta check out this episode.
It's because can I even say that? See, you know what? This is pissing me off, man. I can't even say what I fucking want to say.
That's nuts, yo.
You gotta speak in code. In fucking code. This is wild.
Crazy.
This is wild. So it's kind of making me like forget what I want to say. Because I gotta work around what's good and what's not good. What I feel like it is too, though, I feel like the longer this kind of, well, two things. The longer this goes out, it's just going to wake up more people. I was having are you familiar with Guy Harvey on Twitter?
Who?
Guy Harvey.
I don't think so.
I'll send you a picture of his Twitter. Really great guy. I found myself getting lost in the whole censorship, fuck the matrix. I'm just trying to help the collective. Just got lost in the whole loosh of it all. And then guy had commented under a tweet and he had reached out to me on the side. And I was like, fuck, this is what they want. That emotional pool of us being upset. And that's how they harvest that energy. And I hope I can say that because I didn't say names, but just harvesting energy. That can be applied to anything. That can be applied to anything. I was like, fuck. Okay, I slipped back in the matrix a little bit.
Yeah, honestly, right now, I feel like a few people know I didn't get vaccinated, and I'm just getting like this push from every angle for it. And it's just like, please, like
relax.
Yeah.
Because I don't have anything about people who get it. It's just when you forcing and you making it mandatory, that's when I have a problem with it.
And the thing is, for me, it's like I haven't been to the doctor in years. I don't even get flu shots. Like, it's not even about the vaccine. It's just like I don't go to the doctor. Like, I'm healthy. I trust my immune system more than any medicine, any chemical medicine. So
any medicine. But fuck, I talk about that.
You can't talk about that.
What I can talk about at this point, because damn, if it get taken out, I'll just edit. Fuck it.
Man,
just because it's like a constant. You gotta ask yourself. Not you, but just people in general. Just ask yourself, like, why is it being so forced so quickly? Now, why are we doing door to door? Hey, have you gotten your stuff yet? Your medicine. But it's because they know they're on their last leg out and trying to bring down as many people as possible. So you just we got to ride the storm and hold in, don't fold, and just ride it out.
It's crazy.
It is wild. It is wild.
And even like the level of brainwashing, because like even my mom was telling me, she was like, do you see all these celebrities and top people getting it on TV?
They're doing that. That's a puppet.
She's like, look, all these famous people are getting it. It can't be dangerous.
My favorite talk show host got it. It can't be that dangerous. No. It's like, no, it's not how it works. We're in crazy times. I don't know what's going to happen. I know the overall, the end game, but the way the shit revving up, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. What do you think?
What is the end game to all this? Like,
the constant message I get from my guys is just like, it's never like, the set. It's like this is gonna be like waves. So shit might pop back up next lifetime. Don't know. But in this wave, it's the initial, that's like the waking up process. Things have to be so outlandish. For example, on TV, certain people were doing incentives on, getting, your prescription medicines, with offering a free McDonald's cheeseburger if you go to get your prescription medicine that has your name on it. You know what I'm saying?
In New York, this was like way back. Everyone who got their medicine, they were handing out free joints.
See, I saw that too.
And then like Shake Shack burgers. It's like, yo, like it's so outlandish and hysterical to watch.
Now, I thought that the point of a healthy life is a balanced diet, right? So that's not eating unhealthy foods. It's not drinking soda and Kool-Aids and eating burgers and shit 24/7. It's taking care of your immune system, right? I thought that's how the body was meant to, process, but not anymore.
You would think, right?
You would think, not with, Peter Pan and Wendy, pulling strings.
Yep. And honestly, that's kind of like, I peeped that early last year and I was like, yo, with all like when it was like the pandemic was like really like it was really that scary time, I was like, there is no mention whatsoever on how to take care of your immune system.
Nope, people forgot that we have one.
Nope. Yeah.
Jasmine, do you have one?
I do, and it works amazing.
Listeners and watchers, do you have one? Do you have one? Just answer the question. I'm not going over with that. Just answer your question. Do you have an immune system? And if the answer is yes, I do want you to research what an immune system is meant to do. Yep. That's it. That's my homework assignment for episode 67 of Sunday Sessions. And I'm going to ask you, if I remember, but you might have to remind me, did you do it? That's wild.
I think in general, like before you take medicine, like, are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating right? Are you exercising? Are you getting enough sunlight? Like, stop putting chemicals in your body for every little thing.
That's so true. I've noticed, that's so fucking true, because you have to have some type of physical activity. It's like a balance. Everything has to be aligned and working in one piece. And what I've noticed as well, I don't know, this game, the programming is so deep that when you look at it, it's like, how can you not see this? But you used to be the same way. And it can be with anything. It could be your understanding of the banking system. It can be your understanding of how, I guess, the world actually works. If we didn't have the information provided to us for us to be aware, we wouldn't have known. So this shit gets deep.
Mm-hmm. I actually read a great quote recently while I was watching a interview with Kanye West.
Which one?
It was about him with Charlemagne the God, and he was just talking about how he had hung out with Mark Zuckerberg for a few times with the goal of getting more information of how to place valuation on his company. And he was kind of just discussing like how, usually like with friends, like you'll peep them onto the game, especially like if you're a newbie. And he noticed that with certain people like Mark Zuckerberg, like he wasn't getting that information from them. And he said like the only thing that holds me back is a lack of information.
Yep. It's it's what kind of an exclusive club? Because before, even with the law of attraction, like that was like literally, I can't say that. That was literally a secret until Peter Pan and Wendy. That's gonna be the new code word, Peter Pan and Wendy. Peter Pan and Wendy fucking programming the Neverland people through messages and media and XYZ. Got a fucking talking code. What kind of shit is this? It's my damn show. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck going on? It's weird though, man. Like you said earlier, Jasmine, it's easy. Like, it's not easy, but you see it happen to other people, but until it happens to you, it's when you're like, whoa, this isn't right.
It's not right at all.
This isn't right. Now, we was talking about this in the last episode. You were in the transition of leaving the 9 to 5. Now you are completely out living your best life, and going to Miami? Please talk to us. Please talk to us.
So when I first quit my job, honestly, my main goal was to become, I am a full-time artist.
I was going to correct you earlier when you said that, but I'm glad you came back around.
And I really wanted to set up like a YouTube channel for like my guided meditations. I have about 70 different meditation scripts.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Ready to share with the world. But then this a colleague I used to work with, she found out that I was resigning and she hit me up asking if I wanted to be a consultant for a nonprofit. And I was like, yo, like my brain was like, yo, what are you doing? You literally escaped the 9 to 5 because I'm kind of doing the same work right now, only I'm getting paid double the money for half the hours.
Wait.
Yeah. So, and part of me resign. Yo, I have to say, if anyone else is like thinking about quitting a 9 to 5, please take your time because there's seriously no rush. Like, I'm not sure, like in my personal experience, first of all, it took me like a good 3 years to even have the courage to admit that I don't want a 9 to 5 because I was so indoctrinated with the idea that, yo, like, what do you mean you're not going to have a 9 to 5? You need you need that to survive. You need
security.
Yeah. And so by the time I let that go, it took me probably another good 6 months to even have the balls to actually quit.
That's wild.
So it was just and that's the thing. I feel like with any major transformative period in your life, your energy, it's going to take time because your energy has to match that new lifestyle.
Yep.
If I hadn't made that, what was that?
You got to match that vibration.
Yeah. And so like, that's why it took me so long because like throughout that 6-month period, especially once I made the decision, like I still had to let go of all this fear and all these limiting beliefs I had about not having a full-time job.
Yep.
My beliefs about money, my beliefs about like even confidence in myself that I'd be able to support myself and not have to worry about money. And by the time I actually had the confidence, like, and I resigned, like, yo, this is why I'm living my best life because my energy matched this already.
All it took, because I remember when you was telling me about it and you was on the verge and you was like, yo, I'm about to quit my job. And I was like, what? You actually about to quit the shit now? Like this is happening? That was so awesome. I was so proud of you.
You know what's insane too? I think HR kind of hates me because I have probably influenced, inspired, and or convinced many people to leave.
It's called inspiration, role model. You're not happy yourselves in this job. You know that.
Yep.
Seeing me leave was the push for you to leave. That's it. That's all it was.
That was this. Honestly, that was kind of like the sad part too. Like, especially like at my old job, I think the average age was low key. I'm not gonna lie, probably like 55, 60. I was working with like.
Wait, so you inspired the 55, 60-year-olds to just like, it's not.
A few of them left. This one woman, she is the cutest woman ever. She's definitely over 55. And she makes like these cute like plush toys. And now she's gonna open up her Etsy. She decided to take an early retirement and open up an Etsy shop.
Okay, that's so cool.
Like, yo, it's so like you never know who you're inspiring. Seriously.
It could be the oldest lady who was on her last pension check, or it can be your coworker right next to you who's 55 with arthritis and doesn't want to be there.
But it was just so sad because so many people, when I told them, they're like, oh, I'm so envious. I wish I could do that. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you can.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you.
But let me ask you this though. So you had a backup plan, right? You have your business, and that's something that you are in full time.
Yeah.
Now, people, I guess, if they are listening, who don't have that side, I guess, hustle, that might be a bit difficult. So then I guess our question would kind of be to them is, during the quarantine, did you think about your life and where do you want to go? What's your purpose? Is it to work all the time? Or is it to, like your coworker did, open up her little business and she's enjoying her life?
Mm-hmm. And I think there's two sides of that because I also know a friend who, and he wasn't like, he was still working on his vibration and kind of still going through his healing journey when he quit his job. But he told me he was like, like after college, like that was like kind of like his first job. Like he didn't even survive like a week. Like,
let's go. Let's
so
go.
he completely just like went into the unknown, still had to pay rent, still had to like, had all
Surrendered, completely surrendered.
completely surrendered. And honestly, when you first really start to think about it, stepping into the unknown like that could seem like the scariest thing ever.
But that's what you did.
And that's what like the unknown isn't as scary as people think. Because like, think about it, when you open your life up to anything, so many good things are gonna come.
Is it what we call the path of least resistance?
I would say, because you're not having so many obligations and like busy fake work to be dealing with.
You want to know what's funny though? I had a vision of it was a Steve Harvey YouTube clip that I was watching years ago, and he was saying that you have to jump off the cliff and without a parachute and just fall down. And it's the same thing with this situation. You just have to you're not gonna know how it's gonna work, but shit, you're always guided. You're always fucking guided.
Yo, I love that you mentioned that because I had that same vision in my head.
That's wild.
I was like, yo, I just have to jump. Like I kind of imagine just myself in a plane and you have to jump, but bro, we're talking about the universe.
Yes.
The all loving, all supportive, all protective universe. There's
always
a safety net at the bottom.
Facts. Always. Anything that you've ever needed in life has always been presented to you. If you didn't know how you was going to pay rent, guess what? Your rent got paid somehow.
Somehow.
Some fucking how.
It's not even your job to figure out how. Just think about what you want and let the pieces fall.
Because it's easy to, so when you try to focus on the hows and the wins, it's too much resistance because then you're trying to be in control. Row your boat gently down the stream. That melody is the mantra of life.
Yeah.
Flow. Life is but a dream.
Oh my God.
Bars. It's true though. It's fucking true.
You want to hear something crazy? I completely forgot this happened. So obviously another backup plan I had when I resigned was like, yo, I'm just going to go on unemployment. Like, why not get like a few $100 like every week?
Yeah.
Just to support myself and travel. One morning I went on my laptop to go to apply for unemployment and I heard my guides telling me, you don't need to do this. And I'm stubborn, so I still go on the website. The website wasn't even working for me. No matter what I clicked, the page just didn't load. So I was like, all right, guys, like I get the message. I'm just going to close this. And then this consulting position was presented to me. So I think this happened for a reason. If I had went on unemployment, I would have been physically like if I saw that deposit every week in my bank account, I'm already limiting my brain into thinking, oh, like I'm already limiting my income. So I had to remove that so I'd have unlimited income. Because if I'm expecting $400 every week,
that's such a trap.
My brain is going to stay stuck on that.
You saying that made me think of people who rely on the government for, the monthly checks. That I'm getting X amount every month. I don't need to go out and get a job. I can bum around in the house and not do shit. That is crazy. It's that thought process.
Yep. And people just honestly, like most people do love just being comfortable and compliant. And
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true.
But it's to a point.
Yeah, to a point, definitely. But we're here to expand. Like, one motto I've been having lately: live full, die empty.
Live full, die empty. I love that. Live full, die empty. That is so okay. I fuck with that. Live full.
Honestly, like, especially like in my past, I've definitely dealt with like severe depression. I tried to commit suicide at 14. Like, I am not scared of death. And it took me a while. Like, part of my healing journey was like coming to terms with being here. Like, sometimes when I trip out on shrooms and acid, like sometimes I'm like, like, dude, if I died right now, like I'd be totally content. But
I gotta tell you a story.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to hear it.
I gotta tell you a story. So I was in Colorado this past 4 days. I fucking almost died Saturday morning. We had my homie from college. His name's Eric. Great friend of mine. He lives in Denver. So I flew out there just to, chill, get a little mini vacation. And so we had drove up the mountains. That shit is fucking beautiful. It's like you're in a different dimension and world. I can't it's undescribable. It's like a euphoric fucking feeling. So we get to the part of the mountain, and we just hiked to set up tents and shit. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. You next to a river, you about this ancient ass train, and you get to see it go by and the shit. It was fucking amazing. Tripped on shrooms. I stripped on the shroomies. I woke up at 3 a.m. Because I fell asleep pretty early, and then something just kept like flashing to get my attention in the sky. So I'm like, what the fuck? But I did set the intention to experience the Galactic Federation as well. So I was like, fuck. So I go outside and I see it flashing, and then it like zips across. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm blinking my eyes, like, am I seeing that shit? And it moves again. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is so fucking cool. And then I got scared because it was a pitch black and I couldn't see shit. And it's mountains, like bears and shit. So I'm like, no, let me just run back in the crib. Fucking wild. Next morning, my homie, he knows this path that's dangerous as shit. So I'm walking across on the edge, and you look down and you see like water rushing on these rocks, these pointy ass rocks. And if I fall, I'm gonna die. But I'm like, fuck it. I feel alive. The adrenaline rushing. I'm gonna fucking do it. So we get to the end, and it's a cave, and it's the most beautiful fucking cave ever. Really long. I'm like, whoa, I've always wanted to go in a cave like this. This is fucking amazing. I love my life. It was the best experience ever.
Wow, that's amazing.
That shit was dope. Oh man, just talking about it is giving me goosebumps. That shit was cool. That was a fun time. I was high as shit. Ate a bunch of edibles. It's so convenient. Like a pre-roll out here in Chicago with tax is $30. Out there, it's just $12 for a gram.
Wait, in Chicago, a pre-roll is $30? Are you serious?
It's $23 before tax. And then it bumps to $30.
Damn.
Yes.
Jeez, dude.
Yes. Now, wait, damn, I can't say too damn. I ain't gonna reveal nothing, but damn, my family probably listen. I don't give a fuck. I had brought one of my little brother because he about to go to college. So I said, you know what? We gonna smoke. Send you off the right way.
Up with my brother. Yo, I'm like, I don't care like if I have kids or not. Like I think I'd be completely content either way. Although I would love to have kids. And I kind of feel like I'm a mother at heart. Like I just know I'm gonna be a mom anyway. But yo, like I can't wait for the day where like I get to smoke with my kid or like trip out with my kid.
Yeah. Just be the fun parent.
Yeah, because I know I'm just gonna stare at them like
you're my child right now.
Like, I made you. Like
yes. You chose me. You probably remember now. That would be so dope. Imagine you tripping with your child and y'all both remember the contract in real time. That's nuts.
That's so beautiful.
And you both just start crying like, I love you. Yeah. My baby.
The thing you mentioned about the contracts, I literally just recently...
Oh, yeah. Did you finish the Masters of the Matrix?
I did. Thank you so much for that book recommendation. If anyone wants to check it out, do I have it next to me? Masters of the Matrix by Magenta Pixie.
It's so. Oh, I don't have my book back.
First of all, the author's name alone, like that could have like.
Come on now.
And that's the most fire title for anything. Masters of the Matrix. Are you serious? Like.
Yes. My homie Erin. She had recommended me that book. She channels as well. I'm having her on the show soon. So I can't wait to do that. She recommended that book to me, and it's another one I can't think of at the time, but I'll ask and I'll let you know, and you guys as well.
Dude, I can't wait to listen to that. I've always wanted to channel. Honestly, I keep setting that intention, and I think like whenever
You're already channeling when you guys told you not to do the website. You've been channeling the whole time.
Oh my God, you're so right.
I have to have this be told to me. Like we are.
We're already channeling. You're absolutely right.
The more we acknowledge and acknowledge that, it's just going to strengthen because now we're tuned into that frequency.
Yes.
Listen, if you haven't, it's this it's an episode I have with my friend Kara. I think it should be episode 60 something. She channels as well, and we talk about that for a good chunk of the episode.
And that's the thing. Like I have honestly setting intentions to strengthen like psychic and clairvoyant abilities seriously does work.
It's just the intention. It's just the intention.
And I had one crazy experience. It was my first time taking 7 grams of shrooms in a while.
Yo.
It was nice.
That sounds nice.
That's the first time I actually got to speak like one-on-one with my guides. And I ended up crying and bawling like a baby. Because like I missed them. I felt it. I was like, oh my God, I'm home right now.
That made me just think though. You said that you missed them. So your soul knows that it's separated from them for the short time. You're like, oh, I miss you guys. That is cool.
And I asked, like, I was like, please, like, let me hear your voice. Because I have a few friends where like their guides actually do speak to them. And I know a bunch of people, like, they'll literally hear like audio messages. Yep. Oh, one interesting thing. So if it happens to anyone, apparently, when you first get audio messages from guides or spirits, the very first time, it's going to sound like a shout. So this Dolores Cannon,
Dolores.
Shout out to Dolores. Like she's one of the biggest reasons why I even went on my healing journey. She said that the first time she heard a voice, she was driving in her car and she literally had to turn around because she thought it was someone behind her. And so apparently the first time you heard a voice, it's like it's breaking the veil into the physical world for the first time. So that's why it comes out as a shout, but then it gets like normalized.
That is so wild because I get pictures and thoughts. Like I'll get an image flash in my head. I had this thought, and it's fucking nuts. I've been channeling for a while, having this conversation with you. I remember I was playing a card game with one of my bros, and the cards flashed in my head, and the order to play them just started shifting around. So I did that, and I won the game. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's fucking nuts.
Yo, shout out to your guys.
Exactly. I'm like, what the fuck? But no, I didn't think of that as channeling at the time. I thought, okay, my intuition or something. No, I was channeling. Channeling. That's crazy.
That's another thing I've read, like, because I was wondering, I was like, I was really obsessed, like, with getting these abilities, and like, it just came naturally. I think because, first of all, I think it's because like you really have to believe your guides are around you.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah. And so I kept like, even before any of this happened, I would talk to my guides and like thank them, even though like I didn't really have proof. Although looking back, the proof was always in front of me.
Yes.
The manifestations, the random messages I would see right in front of my face, like certain songs will pop up, like all like
it's like this is synchronicity because I was having a thought and the way you flow with that helped. My homie, I was trying to explain to him that I saw UFO ships, and he was like, "No, you didn't." And I was like, "Okay, I can't defend that because from your perspective, you probably don't believe UFOs exist. So this conversation isn't going to go anywhere." I said, "Okay, whatever you say, but I know what I saw." You see what I'm saying? And it made me think like we have friends that and vice versa. We don't think the same. And that's beautiful because you still appreciate and understand each other's perspective and don't judge and don't look down on it because every perspective is true. That's your free will. was like, damn, okay. So I pulled myself back from thinking like, oh, how dare you tell me my experience wasn't real, to like, oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
you probably didn't happen. Me, yeah, it did.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. It reminds me of that how Abraham Hicks explains it too. Like
Yes.
when you're trying to explain something to another person, and if you know they're not listening or they're not receiving the message, oftentimes like you'll end up changing your dialogue on the vibration that they're not listening, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And so that's not helping anyone.
It's
so as soon
not.
as you realize like this conversation isn't going to be productive, like that's when you kind of like stop it. Or just continue to speak your truth, even if you know they're not going to listen to it.
Yes, because it's easy. You don't want to be judged. I think it goes into this one, being accepted and being liked and
oh my God, you're so right.
It's true. I was reading this. Are you familiar with Robert Greene?
Yeah.
He has a book called The Law of Human Nature. I probably read like 2 chapters. It's a fucking big book. But one part that I was meant to see at that time was humans are, animals in human nature, right? We have that aspect and trait of ourselves. And with that, it's you want to be in the group. You want to be around other people like you, i.e., our tribe, our people that we have with us. That's our core. And where we're I guess casted or looked down upon, we feel horrible. And we don't want that. So we just blend in and wear a mask to conform so we don't get outcasted. It's the same fucking shit. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit. It's the same shit. When you break down people, and I've been kind of bored in terms of like learning new info. One thing I do want to, that's probably why I was meant to say that book. I'm meant to read that book. So that answers my question. Never mind. Never mind. Just answer my own question. Here we are. Sunday Sessions with Rich. Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment.
Please. This is amazing content. Yo, like I have to say, this is kind of meta that I'm saying this on the episode, but the interviews you've had are legendary. Seriously, you have such a diverse group of people. And it's so beautiful to get all these different perspectives.
I appreciate that. I try. I just want everyone receives information differently. And I can say it a different way, but you need others' perspective. The way that you're describing leaving the 9 to 5 may be different than how I am, and your way penetrate someone, different than I would have. But it's just because I just love it. I just love having, I have the most amazing people on like yourself, and I get to talk. And I think the beauty of it as well is you don't normally get to have this on Twitter, right? You comment, you message here and there, but it's not this type of interaction. Yeah. And it actually allows you to establish a relationship with your followers, because the reason why you guys followed each other. And it's beautiful. I love all of you guys. If you've been on my show, I fucking love you. So if you're listening, you want to be on the show, and future people, I love you. This show is for you. It's me giving back to the collective and shit. When I pop off on this bitch, my children can watch this. So I think
that's going to be so awesome, dude.
That's going to be cool. I'll probably be talked about upon and laughed at, but that's a part of the journey.
By your kids, you mean?
Yeah, but my kids, yeah, it's part of the journey.
Dude.
It's part of the journey. But thank you for being on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
This is awesome. So I know too, wait, why haven't you dropped any podcast episodes? What's been going on with that?
I don't have my own podcast, but I've been thinking about it, and I guess this is just like another, I kind of have that bad habit of saying no, although it's not too bad because I just love having just a bunch of different opportunities and experiences.
Yeah.
That was a moment of clarity too I had recently. I was like, what do I really want in my life? And the simple message, I love new experiences.
Yeah.
And every moment is a new experience. We get to create every moment.
That's so beautiful. And it's easy. It's easy to get trapped and not do anything. And then time goes by. But then you feel stagnant, you feel depleted. But then when you create something, it just opens up and you feel free.
Every time.
You were the reason, and you were in your own way of opening your Pandora's box.
Yep.
That is fucking wild. It's all you at the end of the day. Other people have suggestions, but it's you at
Yeah.
the end of the day. I've been I was reading was I reading or watching something? I think I was watching something on YouTube. And he was talking about not having non-negotiables with yourself. If you say you're gonna do something, you have to do it because you're breaking a promise to yourself. If you can break a promise to yourself, you can break a promise to anybody, and what's the point? But when you say you're gonna do something, you have to fucking do it.
Oh, yo, part of me quitting my 9 to 5, I promised my guides that I would listen and follow any and every impulse I get. Even if it's me laying in bed and I'm about to go to sleep and I get the impulse to go like close my bathroom window. Any little impulse I have,
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. That's beautiful. You were meant to say that.
and I have like you have to establish relationships with your guides too. And honestly, that's what helped me get started with tarot cards. When I was
Wait, whoa. Okay, we talk about that too.
yeah. So I got, and even that was a crazy story. I got a random impulse to go to like a crystal shop in Brooklyn. I ended up finding like the perfect books I needed at the time, some
Hell
awesome
yeah.
crystals, and this tarot card deck. And I've been getting
Whoa.
messages and just feelings that I just feel a connection to the goddess Isis.
Okay.
Her real name is actually Aset, and apparently Egyptian gods are very particular about their names.
Okay.
Oh, that was another. Sorry, that was a
No,
whole
go,
other
go, go,
message I
go.
got. Our names are so powerful because sometimes, like when you're introducing yourself, try to say your first and last name because you never know. What if like part of your contract for with someone else, especially on a platform like this, maybe them hearing your name is like that key word to trigger them, like, oh my God, I'm supposed to hear this. I'm supposed to be listening to this. Our names are so much more powerful than we think.
Whoa.
And I got that message from my guides.
I felt that. I feel that. Whoa. Because there's a reason why you're drawn to that person. There's a reason why
Yes.
whoever's listening to this episode. Ah, that's so cool.
Dude, everything's connected. There, everything happens for a
It's
reason.
it's all connected. Have you seen this freaking show called Manifest on Netflix?
I'm obsessed with that show. I might rewatch it. Yo, it's been helping. It was such a if you haven't checked out that show, first of all, do it.
Yes.
It's like that. It's one of those rare shows. There is no filler scene. Every
No.
single scene is pure action and like
Mhm.
mayhem. Like
It literally tells you about your psychic. We all have psychic abilities, but they literally tell you that, but they spin it in a way to make it dramatic.
yep.
Pretty
And
much.
that's the beautiful part about the show. It's like you're watching them follow all of they call them callings whenever they
Yeah.
or an impulse. And again, it could be a message, it could be a vision, it could be just like a feeling. It's
Mhm.
like at the time, especially if you're watching the show, like the characters themselves are so freaking confused during it, but then like something will happen and all of those messages and impulses they got suddenly make sense. Like, oh, this
You
is why I
know,
need to be here.
you know what? Oh fuck, can I say this? Okay, maybe. Fuck it. Okay, it's not ruining anything. So you know, one of the call-ins was the plane being on fire.
Yeah.
So it made me think of just like let's just say people on Twitter who have like a high following count who are like or even like the smaller accounts, don't even have to be big ones, just people who are calling certain events. And it made me think of that. Like they're literally just not, I guess, mocking, but literally telling you this is what's going on right now.
Yep.
That's cool. That is cool. I fucking love that show.
Dude, have you finished it?
The ending pissed me off. I finished it last night. I stayed up to finish the rest of it.
So I watched the last episode with my family and like we were kind of talking over it, but like the scenes I saw, like I have to meditate on it because like I kind of want to
Yeah.
figure out what happens first in my head before I Google anything.
Yeah. We can. Okay, we'll have to talk about that one after the show.
I
Cause
don't want to
fuck.
spoil it for anyone, but it's just like,
Wait, what can I say? Because this is gonna kill me. It made me question everything now about. What can I say that without ruining it? Well, okay, so that's the number one question. Where did they go? Where did they actually go? And that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to ruin it if anybody hasn't finished it yet.
Oh,
Fuck, that's a fucking good show. Are you a Marvel watcher at all? Like the
I
Marvel
used
movies?
to years ago. I have to admit, I haven't really kept up with it.
I say that because there's a show called Loki on Disney Plus, and the last episode they told you everything. They told you everything.
Yo, this is so crazy. My brother's been pushing me to watch the show. So now
It's
that you mentioned it, all
good.
right, now I got to do it.
It's good. Just you're gonna know why. Well, it's the episode. The whole series is fucking amazing. But the last episode, without ruining it, they describe consciousness in a clever way, but you understand it if you know. Like it's like one of those. Oh, I know what they're doing.
I love those.
It's about 6 episodes. I want to say. Anybody who's haven't watched that is good. I'm not getting free promotion for this, but that shit is good.
And it's so cool that we have like media like that. Dolores Cannon was explaining once that sometimes, like in our collective consciousness, sometimes certain ideas will be presented as just like certain vibrations, and whoever is ready to receive that idea will receive it. So that's why like certain directors or certain people, producers will put out a show. And I think it's because like sometimes like the collective needs an easy way to digest important information, and they don't even realize it. Like, for example, aliens, just getting used to the idea about extraterrestrials.
Yeah. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I love even like with the show Manifest, because I've been talking to my mom. I was like, see, like I've been trying to get her to listen to her own intuition a little bit more.
How was that?
The show was perfect.
Whoa, because it paints everyday scenarios that you wouldn't think, but then it's like, damn, okay, maybe because this happens so often, and they know it's called intuition. It's just that was a good show. That was a good show. That was a good show. I'm trying to see because I need something new to watch because I'm out of shit to watch now.
Yo, I'm in the same boat. Like.
I don't have anything. Oh no, I lie. I can watch. It's a show called Queen of the South. Are you familiar with that?
I saw the first season. That was dope. I forgot about that.
Well, that's another message for you. There you go.
I have a great show for you if you haven't checked it out.
What?
Crap.
Jasmine, you can't say I have an amazing episode for you and then say crap.
Sense8. So the word sense, bro, you're gonna love it.
Sense8.
So it's the word sense and the number 8, just like no space between it, and it's basically
on Netflix, right?
Yeah, dude. I think there's like 4 seasons, but yo, I'm really hoping like the more people raise their vibrations, like I can easily see the concept of that show being real. And I think it's low-key already real. We're just kind of like closed off from it. So it's basically a group of people that they kind of have like a collective consciousness.
Yeah.
So they can like they're all over the world, and like Africa, Asia, America, Europe, and they can connect. It's like this group of family. It's like 7 of them all together. And 8. It's 8 of them together. Okay. And they can channel each other and literally feel what the other person is feeling.
That's what we're already doing. Because you know when it's so it was when I was younger and I felt the way, my grandmother always be like, "What's wrong?" And I'll say nothing. They can feel your energy. Well, we can feel energy. They know. That's so because we're energetic beings. We're literally energetic beings in these heavy ass meat suits.
Yeah. I had such a great moment the other day. This was on Saturday, just like a few days ago. Today's Monday. Man, days go by so quick.
Yes.
As a side note, I'm curious about other people's theories about why time seems to be moving faster. And I think it's because it's to help manifestations come to fruition a little bit faster.
I can see that. Then does that also speed up your life as well on the same note?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
But what happened on Saturday, it was just such a beautiful connection. And I sincerely believe that like we definitely meet strangers and have certain conversations for a reason. And I was at a vegan festival and I just passed by this woman. Looking back, I'm wondering if anyone else saw her, if she was even real.
You create.
Every time I went to her, there was no one else around her. I tried to look for her afterwards and she was just suddenly gone. It was just like one kind of like older lady, because like logistically she had like a whole like canopy and like all these shelves and books, and I'm like, how the hell did this lady break down
all that
by herself? There's no way she did it by herself, and I was only gone for like 20 minutes. I was like, yo, is she even real?
I have a theory. I have a theory for you.
I was wearing this crystal necklace and she complimented me on it. So we ended up talking, and she was actually donating books. And I saw one that caught my eye. It was titled Journey of the Soul. And she was like, she saw me looking at it and she was like, do you want it? She's like, any book you could have is donation based. And then she ends up telling me this story about how we were talking about like, you know, how good God is and how great God is and like all he does for us. And obviously like I'm not religious, but like for me, God is source.
Yeah.
So even when religious people speak to me, like I just,
you know, the message.
Yeah. And she just tells me this beautiful story about how it's called like the footprint story. And I had never heard of it before. And so it's basically really quick. This one guy, he's like, his life is in complete shambles. Like his wife is divorcing him, his kids hate him, he lost his job, he lost everything. And he's talking to God and he's asking God, like, please let me know that you're with me. Like I need support. And he's walking on the beach and he suddenly sees another set of footprints walking along with him. And so that's how he knew God was walking with him. And later he asks God, he's in another like terrible situation. And he's like, I don't feel you around me. Like, and he's walking on the beach and he's like, how come in my worst moments, you're not around? And he saw one set of footprints on the beach that time. And God told him, it's because I'm carrying you in your most trying times.
God damn.
This woman is telling me this story. And like, I'm literally tearing up, but I don't think my face showed it. And she told me, she was like, I'm getting really emotional now. And I was like, me too. And it's like, I just knew like that energetic feeling. Like
I feel that in my heart right now. What the fuck?
Isn't it beautiful how energy just transfers like that? And we ended up hugging a complete stranger. You know, it's just.
Wow.
That's
true.
We are all energy.
Because I feel that. Damn.
Isn't that such a beautiful story too?
Yeah. God damn, you about to have me crying in the damn episode. Fucking hell.
I got super emotional. And she did too. Like, we just both felt that.
Damn. It's so true.
Yeah.
Like when you're at your lowest of the lows and you don't know how it's gonna work out, the carrying aspect is just everything happened behind the scenes.
Yeah. We don't see another set of footprints next to us.
We don't. Oh god damn. This is making me grateful because it's just a little shit, man.
Yeah.
It's literally the littlest fucking shit. Damn. Oh fuck. I'm finna cry on this fucking show. Holy shit. Oh man. It's a little shit. It's really the little shit. God damn.
Whew. That's why gratitude and love is the highest vibration.
Oh shit, it is. I've been practicing. Oh man, just before I wake up before you wake up and you complain about doing shit, I just say 5 things I'm grateful for to start off the day.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to have this shit. Like we don't have to have this episode. Like I don't have to have you guys listening. Like oh man, that's the little shit, bro.
There's so much to be grateful for. All of that little stuff. A stranger smiling at you, like your family member just bringing you food, like your cat coming up to you. It's just
it's a little shit.
Things.
God damn. We're always being gifted. We're always being fucking gifted. Oh.
All the time. You're so right. We don't need any of this. And look how much we have.
We have everything. We literally have everything. And we complain. We fucking complain.
Right?
And we have everything. You're gifting me this conversation. I'm gifting you. You know, this computer is gifting us the ability to have this episode, but it's all gifts to ourselves. That lady with the beautiful story, that was you giving a gift to yourself. That was you giving a message to yourself. It made me think of when you were saying that, I don't know if it was Dolores. I'm still emotional. Dolores, or it's this guy called Bentino.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And about fill-ins and just does outside exist if you're not looking at it? You know, if you go over there, it's gonna be presented, but does it really exist? Or does the background presents itself once you start giving attention to it? And I was like, fuck. So that lady, she didn't exist until you got there. You created her for yourself to give you that story and give you the book.
Holy shit. Yo, I think about that so many times. Like,
yo.
Because isn't it crazy? Like, even when you meet someone new and you really get to know them, you're introduced to a whole new universe. You're introduced to a whole new person, their life, people they know, their experiences. So it's just so cool. Like, we just keep expanding.
Yup.
It's so awesome. Right?
That's the whole purpose. That's why we have free will to create. It doesn't matter. It's just creation creating itself. It's man.
We're all creating all the time. We're creating thoughts. We're literally everything.
Yeah. Bob, Kanye said it best. This is a God's dream. And this is everything. This is literally everything.
Yeah.
This is literally everything. How awesome is it that you know you are the creator and that you can have whatever you want and you're always loved, you're always supported, you have a team behind you, beside you, in front of it, probably a little fairy on top of your head. I don't fucking know. But you're always guided and you're being, just surrender, man. This is beautiful.
And even like those people that might feel like give you hard times in your life. Everyone is playing the exact role that they need to in your life right now.
Yep. This is what you guys signed up for.
Yeah.
This how cool is this? How fucking cool is this?
Dude, this is being a human is dope. Like, it has its moments sometimes,
but this episode and these conversations are what that bring you back to center, to understand why everything is happening, and even this having even more compassion for yourself for taking your experience so serious. I'm sorry. For example, Richard Winston Farmer III, I am sorry that you took your reality serious today about being censored. Boom.
Wow.
Whoever's listening, say your name and say that whatever you was mean to yourself about with a thought or whatever, say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I took this serious. What the hell was I thinking? How am I taking this serious?
It's all a game. Like,
it's all a game.
We're just like actors. Like, I love it. It does crack me up though when people take their roles way too seriously. Like,
strict. It's like this. I have to do this, or otherwise my life is fucked up. Like, what? No, come on. You get to pay the same, so don't really. You don't get paid extra to tell me to put my mask on, sir. You don't.
Nope.
You really don't do.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You don't get. It was. Oh fuck. I was in. Do you guys got Trader Joe's?
We
or
do.
like do you have Whole Foods? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was in Whole Foods and this guy was fucking following me. And he was like, put your mask on. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You getting paid extra for this?
Oh my god.
And now look. The prescription medicine is at an all-time high. Jasmine, I end the show like this all the time. What would your message be to humanity during this time?
Know that you're always so divinely protected and loved.
I feel that. Just like that. Wow.
Always.
It's
There's a whole team behind you.
Whole team. That thought that tweet was about me, that radio message that you were supposed to listen to, or a random conversation that was supposed to lift you out that funk you was in. That's messages from your team. That's messages from you. Receive. You are deserving. You are supposed to live the most lavish life. You're supposed to have everything you want, but also treat yourself and others with kindness because they are all reflections of you. And it's ultimately how you feel about yourself. Episode 66, Sunday Session with Rich. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, talk to me. Jasmine, you're awesome as always, even though this is like episode 2, but it's still episode 1. So we still got more to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Subscribe. Bye, guys.
Bye.